Well, good morning everybody, and welcome to a different vlog for the start of our Karijini experience. I'm currently sat in Port Hedland where it's very windy, and in putting together the vlogs for Karijini I realised that in all the excitement of being there I forgot to film some of it, and obviously that makes life a little hard. So what I've done is I've managed to grab a couple of videos that Joanne took of a couple of the spots, Circular Pool and Fortescue Falls, and all I can do really is put the photos up that I took and maybe a short narration on each one to show you through Dales Gorge. I've got video and vlog for the day 2 and day 3, but it's just the first day. I don't know why we didn't do it. Maybe we were so excited with what we saw, we just didn't do it. One thing I do know though, that at the various points there was a lot of people, and being the shy retiring type that I am, I obviously didn't want to film there because, you know, there was enough girls there in their bikinis and whatever doing their Instagram poses and photos that I didn't want to join them, only because I didn't have a bikini, but you know, what else can you do? Anyway, I hope you enjoy the vlog as what it'll turn out to be, and if nothing else, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy the photos. It's a magical place to go to, and one that we will definitely have to go back and spend a lot more time in, exploring more of the gorges, getting more and more photos, and this time, or next time I should say, we'll actually get the video going. So in the meantime, sit back, relax and enjoy, I hope, Dales Gorge. So here's our shots of Circular Pool. As you can see, it's a large round pool of beautiful green water, and surrounded by the orange and the yellows of the cliffs above it, and the small waterfalls just trickling down make for a absolutely glorious little spot. We arrived there after an interesting climb down into the gorge, and then a walk along the gorge floor, climbing over boulders and bits and pieces, and wondering how we were going to get back, which was going to be rather interesting. Anyway, we get there and there's already some people there, and of course some backpackers, one of which decided she was going to strip off and go for a swim, so she did. Thankfully she didn't stay in there very long. We were able to get some photos. The only reason she didn't stay in there too long was the water was a bit cool. So once she got out of the water settled down, and we were able to get some shots, which was quite nice. Very pleasant little spot, and very enjoyable just to sit there and watch the water trickle down. As you can see, there's just a few small trickles on the back wall, but still a very pleasant place to be. So walking down through Dales Gorge, it's a very interesting place, quite a diverse environment. One minute you've got bare rocks and just the gorge walls. The next minute you've got strands of paper bark trees, and water flowing down, and you can hear it as you're walking along the gorge. You can hear the water as you get closer, and not far from Fortescue Falls you come to this area here where there's lots of little cascades and beautiful reflected light off the gorge walls. Now we were there, bear in mind we were there during some fairly harsh light at this stage, and that always makes taking photos a little bit interesting because of the dynamic range, the bright sky above, and then the shadows and the rocks down below. But we spent a little bit of time clambering around over this area here, and funnily enough, there was no people there, and I still forgot to do a vlog there. So I was just so intent on capturing what I could capture while we were there. So anyway, that's the way photography goes, and certainly vlogging goes sometimes. So here's a couple of shots that Joanne took, a couple of quick snaps she took of the Fortescue Falls area, which would give you a much better idea of what the place is like, especially the large pool at the bottom and where the walk goes across the bottom of the pool from either direction. So imagine what you're looking at there, with the pool full of people and all the rock ledges down the bottom bottom right hand side, I should say, with people everywhere. Mates for an interesting place. So you definitely need to be there when the sun is not around the water. Interestingly, when we left Fernpool and walked back, there was hardly anybody there, but by then there was hardly any light in there either, so that's probably why. And so not long after Fortescue Falls, we came to the ladders to go up to the top of the gorge and back to the campground. But a little way past that is a place that can only be described as a real tropical little paradise. This is Fernpool, and what a place this is. Bear in mind the photo you're looking at was again in the middle of the afternoon and the light was extremely harsh. Thankfully, where I took the photo from and where the big fig tree comes down over the rock and puts its feet into the water, there was a bit of shade which shielded the camera from the glare of the sun, and I was able to grab a shot. I have since seen a shot from underneath the waterfall, and I wish now that I'd spent a bit more time wandering around or trying to get around there to try and get that photo. But anyway, that's another reason to go back for another time. This is a beautiful little spot, this Fernpool. There is a pontoon there, and you can swim in the pool, and I'm sure lots of people do. And that, of course, would be one way to get over to the waterfall, would be to put the camera in a dry bag and swim across, and then climb up and get out underneath the waterfall. So next time we're going to spend a lot more time in Dales Gorge, a lot more time, and for the best shots it's obviously first thing in the morning or late in the afternoon as the harshness of the sun is gone. But the view and the feeling in Fernpool was just extraordinary. It was a beautiful place. Okay everybody, well that's Dales Gorge, or what we managed to capture of it, and I know it wasn't much, and apologies for that, but we'll bring you a better one next time. So we'll sign off from now, but in the meantime, if you do like what we've brought, don't forget to give us the thumbs up, give us a like, and subscribe to the channel. And if you do subscribe, please don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be told when we do our next video, vlog, whatever you want to call it. And there is 2 others coming for Karijini, so if you do that you will be told when they come and when they've been uploaded, and you'll be able to sit back and watch them, and I'm sure you'll find them a little bit better than this one. So in the meantime, thanks for watching.